Hi, I am Shivakala CR. I am working as Assistant Professor of History in Holy Cross College, Nagarkovil. Now I am going to explain about administration of the Pallavas. First, I am giving the introduction. The Pallava kings had a well-organized administration and introduced several administrative institutions in the Tamil country. They had adopted the Mauryan system of administration. Administrative divisions of Pallavas. The Pallavas had a vast empire. It extended up to the Nellore district in the north and up to the river South Pennar in the south. On the west, it had extended up to the western Ghats and on the east up to the Bay of Bengal. It was very difficult to have administrative control. The Pallavas had divided the empire into several administrative units called as Mandalam, Kotam, Nadu and Ur. These administrative divisions may be compared with the modern administrative units, namely province, district, taluk and village. Now, Mandalam. The biggest unit of the Pallava empire was Mandalam or Rashtra. It was remained as almost an autonomous unit. The Pallava king had appointed a prince or Yuvaraja as the governor of a Mandalam. He had direct control over the Mandalam. Then Kotam. Each Mandalam was divided into several Kotams. The number of Kotams varied according to the size of the Mandalam. The Tondai Mandalam was divided into 24 Kotams. Then officials were appointed by the king to administer each Kotam. Then next, Nadu. The next administrative unit was called Nadu. Nadu was bigger than Ur or village. Several villages in each Nadu. A council called Natar was in charge of the administration of Nadu. Ur. The other name of village was called Ur. The Ur was the smallest unit of the Pallava administration. It was under the direct control of the village committees called Sabhas. It was an autonomous body looking after the day-to-day administration of the village. The members of Ur Sabha were known as Perumakkal. Each Sabha was divided into separate committees called Variums. Each Varium had looked after the administration of chambal, irrigation tanks and village gardens. It can be said that the Pallavas had laid the foundation for the future. Then next we are going to study about central government. We know the central government was under the control of king. So in Pallavas, during the time of the Pallavas, the monarchy was the system. The Pallavas had followed the system of monarchy. The king was the head of the kingdom. Hereditary succession to the throne had been in practice. The next ruler was the eldest son of the king. The Pallava kings had considered themselves as the representative of God. They had assumed many titles like Maharaja, Maharajadiraja and Dharma Rajadiraja. These titles indicate the imperial power of the Pallava kings, had also claimed a divine origin. Next, Council of Ministers. There was an efficient council of ministers in the Pallava kingdom. The ministers were known as Amatyas. The ministers carried out the orders of the king and rendered their cooperation and service to the king in all matters of administration. The king appointed other officials to each department to look after the administration of the department. Next, judiciary. There were three types of courts in the Pallava kingdom. The king acted as its head. The highest judicial organization was called Dharma Sena. The courts in the towns were known as Adikarnas. Then army. The Pallavas had a strong and big army. It had 4 divisions comprises of army, infantry, cavalry, elephants and chariots. The cavalry played a vital role in the wars. The Pallavas also had a navy. Then revenue system. Land tax was the main source of income to the government. The copper plates and inscriptions of the Pallavas mentioned 18 kinds of taxes were collected by the Pallavas. The number of lakes, tanks, wells, rivers and trees were counted for the purposes of taxation. Taxes were known by different names such as Kanam, Irai, Patam and Kuchi. For example, the term Kusakana refers to the tax on potters and Sarirai to the tax on weavers. Thank you.